Welcome to Lunchtime Yoga. For class today, we won't be using very many props other than a bolster and a blanket for Shavasana. And we're going to begin by laying back, closing the eyes, and then maybe stretching out the arms and legs, or maybe bending the knees and bringing knees together, feet wide. Whatever way you want to be here for the centering. Let's take a slow breath in, and as you exhale, let yourself settle heavily on your mat. Feel the back of the body softening while the front of the body stays open to the breath. Relax the face and the jaw. Relax the neck and throat. And then start to observe the breath moving through the body. Notice the expansion or the rising as you inhale, and how everything is drawn in as you exhale. At your own pace, begin to deepen the breath now, letting the belly expand as you inhale and exhaling slowly. Each breath in is a nourishing breath that brings everything that we need, while the breath out is the cleansing breath, allowing us to release everything we no longer need. Continue to expand the breath, each breath just a little bit deeper than the one before. And then here we're going to stretch the arms overhead, finding a big full body stretch, stretching the legs out if your knees are still bent. Take a hold of your left wrist, pull that arm over to the right side. Take a hold of your right wrist, pull that arm to the left. And then release the arms back down to your sides. Bend the knees, bring knees together, walk the feet wide. We're going to start to move the knees from side to side. Noticing the movement up through the hips, up through the spine. And on the next movement to the right, let both legs fall to that side. Place your right foot over the left knee. Bring that foot down to the mat. Swing your legs over to the left. Left foot now resting over the right knee. And bring that foot back to the mat. Bring the knees back to center. Walk them in a little bit. Draw the right knee to the chest. We're going to circle the ankle. And then circle the other way. Let your foot be still. Lift your head off the ground. Bring your forehead to your knee. And then bring your head back down. From here, we're going to grab the outer border of that right foot, and we're going to bring our leg into half happy baby. So your knee will be to the outside of the armpit, deep bend in the hip, sole of the foot parallel to the ceiling. If this feels like too strenuous or too much for you, you can opt to just hook your hand behind the knee, letting go of the foot, not as much pressure on the hip. Beautiful. Let's release here. Place that foot back to the mat. Draw the other knee in. Ankle circles. Let's go the other way. And let your foot be still. Lift the head away from the ground, forehead to the knee. And release the head back down. Grab the outer border of that foot. Find your half happy baby or hook your hand behind the knee. And let's release here. Make your way to one side and then up to a seated position. All right, we're going to start with our legs crossed. Bringing our hands out to the sides and then taking one arm overhead And think about bringing your sitting bones right down into the mat. And then from here, you're going to reach straight out over your left leg or your left knee, just changing the angle a little bit. And then sweep that arm all the way over to the other side, plant it there. Take the other arm overhead. Anchor your sitting bones, reach out through the fingertips. And then reach out over that right leg or over the right knee. And then sweep that arm all the way over to the other side. Bring your hands out in front of you now, and then start to walk your hands forward, releasing your upper body over your legs. Maybe swaying side to side a few times here before settling in. Keep your body folded here, but now bring your hands behind your back. We're going to interlace our fingers, roll the shoulders back a little bit, and then lift the arms away from the back. And with a breath in, come all the way up. Release your arms from the bind, uncross your legs, bring the other leg in front, and then walk your hands forward, bringing your body right over the legs here, maybe swaying side to side a few times, and then getting still. Keep your body nice and low. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders back. And then lift the arms. And then with the breath in, come all the way up. And let's release here. All right, we're going to stretch our right leg out. And we're going to cross the left leg over top. If you want to, you can then tuck that other leg back behind you or kind of around you if that feels good to you. All right, you're going to bring your opposite hand to the knee. So right hand to left knee, take the other arm overhead. Big breath in, reach up, and then as you exhale, turn to the left, bring that hand behind you. So using the leverage of pulling that knee in to bring yourself into a twist. And let's take a big breath here. And exhale. Unwind. Uncross. Now we're going to stretch the left leg out, cross the right leg over top. You can keep that leg straight if you like, or fold it back behind you. Grab hold of that right knee with your left hand. Right arm up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twisting to the right. And let's take a big breath in. Exhale, back to the center. And then stretch your legs out in front of you. Have a little bend in the knees. We're going to bring our hands right behind our thighs. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, bring your upper body over your thighs. Wrap your arms around the legs. Nice close bind here. With the next breath in, lift yourself all the way up. Straighten the legs. Big breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, walk your hands forward. So we're going to reach toward the feet. If you can't catch hold of the feet, just rest your hands over your shin bones. Everybody is different here, so you may not be moving into a really deep fold here. No big deal. Just let your upper body relax a little bit. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings. Close your eyes if you like. And here we're going to slowly start to come all the way up, finding a nice tall spine. And then we're going to swing our legs over to the side. So you're going to have your right foot and left knee together. You're going to turn yourself toward your right leg and then walk your hands forward. Maybe releasing your belly right over top of the leg, maybe coming down a little bit further onto the forearms, or maybe even releasing your forehead onto your hands. So figure out what works best for you here. With a breath in, we're going to start to lift ourselves up. And then switch your legs. Left foot and right knee make contact. You turn toward that left leg and then walk yourself forward. So again, you can stay up a little bit higher, keeping your hands wide, or come down to the forearms, or maybe even release your head all the way down. You can make a little tower with your hands too to help support you here. And with a breath in, start to bring yourself up. And then from here, you can transition right into tabletop. So bringing yourself to hands and knees, centering it on your mat. And then we're going to send our hips to the left. And then to the right. And back to the center. Tuck your toes, lift the knees, make your way to downward facing dog. We're going to start to walk the feet on the spot here. And then let your feet be still, maybe bending the knees a little bit, reaching the hips back. And take a breath in, and as you exhale, start to walk your feet toward the top of the mat. Once you get there, make sure the knees are soft as you fold your upper body over the lower body. Keeping your left knee bent, straighten out your right leg. And then with a breath in, your right arm reaches out to the side and then up toward the ceiling. Hold here as you inhale and then exhale. Bring it down. Bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. Inhale, take the left arm up. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, all the way down. Bring your hands onto your shins. Inhale, lift about halfway up, finding a flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come all the way up, circling the arms overhead, palms come together, and we exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, hands on shins. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rising up. And exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rising up. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rising up. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, pausing here, hands in front of the heart. All right, so let's play around with tree pose. So we're going to shift our weight to the right foot. You're going to turn your left knee out and then place that foot either above or below the knee. Try not to bridge the knee with your foot. Find your balance here, legs are active. And maybe taking the arms overhead. Different ways to do this. You can have your arms in a V shape, or you can interlace fingers and extend your index finger up, whatever speaks to you today. And starting to bring the hands together. And then bringing that foot down. Let's walk it out. Onto the left foot, right knee turns out. Place that foot above or below the knee. Take your time, find your balance here. And as an option, you can take the arms overhead. Let's start to bring the hands together. And bring that foot down. Let's walk it out. All right, from here, we're gonna find a wide-legged stance. We're gonna face the white wall. You're gonna just walk your feet as far apart as is comfortable for you. Bring your toes in a little bit so that the outer borders of your feet look like they're parallel. Hands on the hips. We're gonna take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, you're gonna slowly start to fold forward. If you need to bend your knees, go ahead and do that. Try to keep your back flat for as long as you can, and then eventually bringing the hands down to the mat. And then once you get down here, you might notice that perhaps you want your feet wider or narrower, so you can make any adjustments here that you need to. Again, keeping in mind that you can soften your knees, especially for our first fold here. All right, we're gonna slowly start to come up. Bringing the hands back to the hips. And then from here, we're gonna pivot on the left heel, turning that foot to face front, bending the knee. So finding that heel to arch alignment, heel of the forward foot with arch of the back foot. And as you bend into the left knee, there's kind of a tendency to release the pressure on the back foot. So press the outer border of the back foot into the mat. Take the arms up to shoulder height, warrior two, looking toward that left hand, relaxing the shoulders a little bit. And our natural transition here is to peaceful warrior. So we drop the back hand to the thigh, take the other arm straight up overhead. And a big breath here. Exhale, lowering the arms, bring the hands to the hips. Pivot so your feet are parallel, and then pivot again. And now we'll be facing the back of the room. Bend that right knee. Press the outer border of your left foot into the mat. Take the arms to shoulder height, looking toward your right hand. Trying to relax the shoulders a little bit. And dropping that back hand to the thigh, take the other arm straight up overhead. Peaceful warrior. And a big breath in. And exhale, lower down. Hands to the hips. Turn your feet so they're parallel. We're going to do another fold here. Inhale, find some length in the spine. Exhale, start to fold. Keep your back flat for as long as you can. Maybe bending the knees if you need to. Bringing your hands down to the ground when it feels right for you, and then adjusting your feet if there's need. All right, with the next breath in, start to rise up. Bring hands to your hips. Pivot on your left heel. Bend the knee. All right, moving into extended side angle. We're going to bring our forearm down to the thigh, and then sweep your other arm in front of the body, and then draw that shoulder back. So your arm will be at an angle, your bicep close to the ear, and Nice straight line from ankle to wrist. And then just very gently pressing into the thigh to create a bit of lift for the upper body. All right, with the breath in, let's come all the way up. Let's pivot and pivot again so you're facing the back of the room. And then again, bend the knee, bring your forearm to rest over the thigh. Sweep the other arm in front of the body, drawing the shoulder back, arm at an angle overhead. And then just very gently press into the thigh to create that feeling of lift in the upper body. Now changing it up a little bit here. We're going to lower the left hand down to the mat and then the right hand, and then you're going to pivot on your back foot so you're in a lunge facing the back of the room. Press back through your left heel, make your hips a little bit heavy here. Now plant your left hand with the breath in. Take the right arm overhead, a little twist toward that right leg as we extend the arm up. Inhale here. Exhale, bring that hand to the inside of your foot and then kind of pivot yourself around through a wide-legged fold all the way over to the other side. So you're now facing the front of the room. Left knee over ankle, pressing back through your right heel. And then plant your right hand with a breath in, left arm up. Inhale here. Exhale, bring that hand to the inside of the foot. Let your right knee come down and then step your left foot back. And we're back in tabletop. And we're going to do a few rounds of cat and cow. With the breath in, lift your gaze, lift your tail, arching the lower back. With the breath out, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, rounding the upper spine. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, look forward. And exhale to round. One more time. Inhale, look forward, lift the tail. Exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin. And then come back to a neutral spine. Walk your knees wide. Bring the big toes together. Sit back over the heels and release your upper body down into child's pose. Just a few more breaths here, letting yourself soften even more. And here, slowly coming back up to tabletop and then making your way onto your back. All right, full body stretch first. And then slide your arms down to just about shoulder height. Now, take your right hand to your left knee and guide that leg across the body into a twist. And let's take a breath here. And exhale your way back to the center, and then we'll do the same to the other side, guiding the right leg across the body. And a big breath in. Exhale your way back to center. Draw both knees to the chest. And we're going to rock from side to side. Pause here in the center. So now we're going to do full happy baby. So we're grabbing the outer borders of the feet, taking the knees wide, feet facing up toward the ceiling. And again, the option is there to just hook your hands behind the knees if you would like to. How's the temperature in here? Getting chilly or okay? Encouraging the hips to soften with every breath out. And let's release the feet. Bring the knees together, walk the feet wide. We're going to finish with some slow windshield wipers before we move to Shavasana. So just move the knees from side to side, pausing for a moment to enjoy the stretch before going to the other side. And adding any other stretch or movement that you would like before we go into Shavasana. And for Shavasana, you can use your bolster for under the knees. Put on some extra layers or grab a blanket. And I do have some extras if anyone would like one. And take your time settling in, getting comfortable. Make sure there's nothing around you that your hands or feet will touch. No distractions. And I'll come around with some washcloths. And today we have adaptive blend of wild orange, lavender, spearmint, copaiba, and several others. Shavasana is your time for a little mental break, a little mental health, a little time for some well being. We allow ourselves to detach from all the distractions of life. We encourage the body to be heavy and relaxed, and we stay in a semi focused state by observing the movement of the breath. So, as you find yourself getting distracted now and again by a thought that pops into your consciousness, simply notice that this is happening, acknowledge it, let it go, and come back to the next breath in and the next breath out. Starting now to welcome some awareness to the body, adding some movement in the fingers and in the toes, and then making your way onto your right side to rest. And making your way to a seated position, closing your eyes once you get there. Let's bring the palms of the hands together in front of the heart, taking a moment here to bow our heads in gratitude for this day and for the many blessings in our life. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Have a great day. See you next time.